Hi guys, it is me Stace and welcome back to another Whatever Wednesday video. For today's video I thought I would go in and share with you guys my thoughts and a little mini review on this little item right here. This is called the Crafter's Companion Diamond Press Embossing and Die Cutting Machine. This was a today's special value on HSN last week when they had their all-day craft event. I ordered it for the size of it. You can see it's rather small, it fits in the palm of my hand, and this is very similar to the Cuttlebug and Big Shot but on a much smaller scale. Very basic. I got the gray. I also got the auto ship, and I will share with you the auto ship once that gets here. But just a simple crank. There's your slot there for the embossing folders to go through. This little lever here activates the suction cup on the bottom. It does not stick very well to a grid mat or a table. I do recommend maybe a little 6x6 tile or a glass cutting board. So I'm going to put that on there, just kind of hold it with my finger there and press down on the little lever. And you can see it has a really good suction, so I do like that. And then there you can see the size of it. I love the fact it's small. It can fit on your desk. If I want to die cut an arrow or a heart or a star, I can do that using this machine versus bringing out the Big Shot and all the plates and everything else. Now let me share with you what you get with it. You do get the instructions, very simple. You're going to get some embossing folders. You're going to get 3 that are the larger ones. And these are 2 inches by 6 1/4. So you don't have the big option like you do with the Cuttlebug or the Big Shot, but I like, again, the portability of this. Then you have the 3 smaller ones. You get 2 decorative and 1 plain. Now let me share with you what they look like. Here is a pretty argyle one. Do you see how pretty that is? Then you have this one, very similar to the Stampin' Up! Stylish Stripes. Then you have your plain one that you would use for die cutting. Then we have the smaller one, a little polka dot. This one, I'm not sure what kind of pattern that is, but just some kind of pattern. And then the one for die cutting. You're also going to get their single ink pad. This is the black ink. I'm not a fan of these kind of inks, but I do like that the lid kind of snaps on and snaps off, so it ain't going to fall off. Then you get a stamp set and the dies. I'm going to open them up here so you can see those as well. Alright, so the stamp set is right here, and then there's the coordinating die. So everything you see here, you can cut out, you can die cut here. So you have banners, a few arrows, some hearts, flowers, a little clay pot, and the same over here. And I have a bunch of little papers, just scraps of paper on my desk, and a few of these are Stampin' Up! Cardstock, and a few of them are just Walmart brand cardstock. Alright, let's bring this back over. I'm going to use the clear one. Now the one thing I'm not too fond of are these folders. I do like that all you need is the folder, whether you're die cutting or embossing. There's no additional plate. You just kind of put it through there and you're good. But you can see here, hopefully, they warp really badly. I mean, really badly they warp. So I don't know if this is going to be an ongoing issue, if you can return them, or not return them, replace them, or buy extra ones. I'm not quite sure. But we're going to go ahead and try it. Alright, so we're going to grab the arrow here. And I just have a little scrap. So, you know, great for using your scraps. You know, that's the reason I bought it. We're going to put that in there. And I'm just going to push it through there and just kind of hold it until it grabs and then run it through. And the crank I do find very easy to work with. It's not hard on my arm at all. And that quick, we have an arrow. And I love using arrows in my project life, so I love that. All right, let's go ahead and do another one. Let's do a little flower here. And this is just a piece of cardstock with double-sided tape on it to hold this down. They did have a little folder you can buy, or like a little booklet. I didn't get that. I thought if I like the machine, I can go in and I can go ahead and add on the accessories later on if I want to. So there's a little flower there. Again, push it through until you can't go any farther, and then crank it through. Okay, so a little flower. I'm gonna poke that guy out of there. And how cute, right? And it does a really good job. There's no rough edges on it or anything. It's nice and smooth. Now we're going to try this itty bitty heart. I'm going to take that one off. And again, normally we'd throw that scrap away, but here I'm able to use it with that little heart. So I'm going to put that on there. Whoop, I lost my heart. It's so little. I'm just going to put that back on there. Now I have fumble fingers, I can't get it on there. Okay, push it through. Let's see how that little heart did. I may use my poker tool to get the heart out of there. Look at that, we have an itty bitty, I mean look at that heart. Can you see it? And I did a really good job on that. Just little. It's very little. I'm going to set it aside. I don't want to lose that little heart. I have a little muffin, little cupcake thing I'm putting everything in. Alright, now let's try some embossing. We're going to do the dot. And this is just Walmart brand cardstock. It didn't say what kind of cardstock to use, or I would imagine any kind of cardstock would work. There we go. We did a really good job on that. There's the deboss and the emboss side. Now we're going to try one of them larger ones. I love the size of these. I think they'd be really good for the front of a card. You know, sometimes you just need something real quick for your card, and this I think is a really good answer to that. And I did cut my paper a tad bit smaller than the actual size here. Again, I'm going to push that through there until it can't go any farther, and then roll it through. Take that out, and look at that. There's the emboss side, can you see it? And the debossed. Again, really fun for the front of the card. Alright, now we're going to try to die cut the word here, the word hello. I think I'm going to use this blue. This blue is actually Stampin' Up! Cardstock. And I believe I can use a smaller one. Get it lined up there. I haven't tried running two things through it at one time. I'm not sure if that's recommended or not. Let me get my word all the way on there. There we go. Like I said, this folder being warped is definitely an issue. That's the one downside I will have with this machine. Everything else I do like about it. Alright, run that one through. A little bit harder because it's warped. Okay, let's see how I did. And the warping doesn't seem to affect it at all, but I'm just going to poke this through here. And with the auto ship, there's other ones available. You know, there's the, I think 4 of them, like occasions, parties, phrases, and they had extra ones. They had extra dies. They had like a font one, a regular wonky one, a script kind, numbers, nesting dies, but again, I didn't want to order anything extra because I wasn't sure I was going to like it or not. But if I like it, I can always go back and order those later on. Alright, so just very carefully pull that out. With my Big Shot, I would normally use wax paper to help get that out of there. I did a really good job on the word. Little piece there. Let me bring it up on a piece of cardstock so you guys can see it. I think it did a really good job. What do you think? I liked it. Alright, now I'm going to set this aside, all this aside here, and grab my word. Now, a little tip for you, when you're using a die like that, you want to go ahead and remove all them other pieces of cardstock you have before you use it again. Let's try the stamps. Now, the stamps is a mixed review. I think they stamp okay, but they feel very cheaply made. They feel very rubbery to me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that, and this little piece of yellow cardstock. We're going to use the ink that they provided. So with the other auto ships, you do get more stamps and dies, and I believe you also get more folders and maybe some ink pads. I'm not quite sure. Alright, go ahead and stamp this down. I think I smudged it. Not too horribly bad. I mean, it could be the ink or it could be the stamp. You know, let me go and try. I have a Stampin' Up! One right here. Let me try this Stampin' Up! One, see if you get a difference. Maybe it's the ink or the actual stamp. I think it's a stamp. You're not getting a really clean image on the stamp, but it's okay. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and die cut that one. Let's grab the piece that goes with that. I'm going to think it's the middle one here. I'm going to get that lined up, bring this guy back in there. And our folder, you can see that folder is really, really warped. I did email them this morning asking if anybody else complained about that. So I'm waiting to hear if they're going to respond back to me. I just emailed right directly on their website, crafterscompanion.com. Alright, run that through. And that quick. That quick, you have a banner. Alright, now, let's see, what else can we try here? We're going to try, I'm going to try Stampin' Up! I did hear that some of them, you know, you're able to use Stampin' Up! Dies and whatnot. So I have a few here I'm going to try. This is the Stampin' Up! Star Framelits. I'm going to grab the smallest one. Grab a piece of cardstock. This is just Walmart brand cardstock. So the blue is Walmart, or Stampin' Up! The regular ones are Walmart. Alright, run that one through. And again, if I were to use this on the Big Shot, I'd have to get the Big Shot out, the magnet or the platform, the acrylic plates, and here I just have the star really quickly. I love that. Like I said, that's one of the reasons why I bought it, for Project Life, and the small of it, the size of it, because it's only 6 by 6, so it can fit pretty much anywhere. I'm now going to try one of the, a flower. We're going to do this one here. It's kind of more intricate, and this is from the Flower Flare. Alright, I think, nope, it ain't going to fit on there. There we go. Now, normally we would throw that piece away, and here we're able to use it. I'm going to put that on there. Okay, and again, I'm just going to push it in there until I can't go any farther, and then roll it through. Okay, let's see how this one did. Nice and clean, just like the other ones. I mean, you can't tell if that was ran through this one or the Big Shot. It really is no difference, and it looks really pretty. Alright, now we're going to change it up, and I'm going to do a word here. This is from the treat bag. Then we have the word enjoy or the word for you. We're going to try the enjoy. This is pretty little. And again, I'm able to fit it right here, I think. Yep, and this is Walmart cardstock. So I love that you're able to use other brands of dies. Get that through. A little bit harder to crank, but it did go through. Oh, and it did not get all the word on that one. So it may have an issue with the words on, oh, there we go. Oh, no, it didn't. Yeah, it's getting stuck. So it didn't do a good job on the Stampin' Up! Word. The one they had it did, but not this one. And I just tore off half that letter. I mean, it released it really well. Did a good job if it did the whole word, but it didn't. I wasn't able to get the whole word out of that. Let's go and try that one again. Poke all them pieces out of there. Alright, let's try one more time. We'll try it. Okay, put that through. And let's see if it did better this time. I mean, looking at it this way, it looks like it did it all. But you're definitely getting stuck. Oh no, this one I didn't get stuck. Okay, let's go and check this out now. Poke that out of there. I will say the Stampin' Up! Ones release a lot better than theirs did. Get the center of the E out of there. Really good job. That makes me happy that you're able to use them. So you can see nice and clear. So overall, I think on a grade level, I'd probably go a B. I mean, maybe even a B minus, because of the fact the stamps, I think, I mean, they're cute. They seem to work, but they feel very rubbery. They don't feel like a high quality stamp. And the folders is definitely going to be an issue, because you can see how warpy that is. You know, you're not going to be able to get it closed, you know. And you really can't reverse it or flip it around the other way. I mean, you probably could, but I think it's just going to wear out. And you can see it does leave marks on there. And this is the same thing if you're using like the Cuttlebug or the Big Shot plates. It does leave those impressions on there, which is normal. I mean, the Big Shot has it as well. That's not concerning. The concerning part is that this is so warpy. I mean, it's just terribly warpy. Even the folders, you know, they're not warpy. That one's not. This one, the big one here, I used a few other words, and can you see how bent that is? I mean, it really is terribly bent, to be honest. You know, I mean, you can maybe straighten it up by flipping it the other way, but like I said, I did address it this morning. I emailed them. We're going to see what they say, and I will. I'll put this on my blog, on this today's blog post. I'll put it there, and I'll let you guys know if I hear back from them. But anyway, I like it. You know, like I said, for just the die cutting alone, for using it just to grab an arrow or a heart for Project Life, I think it's really good. I love the size of it. You know, and it sticks really, really well. I mean, there was no issue at all with it sticking. Yeah, I can't even pull it off. So the suction is pretty good. And, you know, it's great to fit in your bag. Like I said, they do have the other accessories you're able to purchase with it if you want to, like the little booklet to hold the dies and stamps. That may be something I get later on. So I am going to keep it. Like I was like, oh, maybe I don't need it because I do have the Big Shot. But again, I love the portability of it, the size of it. And I think it does a pretty good job. And here's all the pieces I cut. You know, the word enjoy cut out really, really well. The word hello cut out really well. And, you know, worked with Stampin' Up!, which is awesome because I have a lot of their dies. You know, and the little shapes. And like that quick, we did all the little pieces here. We did it, that one, we did the heart, the itty bitty heart, the arrow, the flower, you know, so a B minus, I would say. But if you guys ordered it, let me know what you all think of it. You can leave me a comment below or leave me a comment on my blog. Either way, I'd love to hear your input on it. But as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.